Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the functional trainer standing reverse fly. We're going to be taking a neutral grip with this exercise. It's a great exercise for your back as well as your rear delt, so basically the back of your shoulders as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your height of the cable to around a little higher than your belly button height, and then your rotation arm, you want to keep that, I would say, like at a 1 or a 2. Once you do that, you want to make sure you choose the appropriate weight. Start off light with this exercise and then slowly start to increase the weight every other week or so. You're going to want to make sure that you take a big enough step back to where you can do the exercise without the weight hitting. And then you also want to make sure that you're standing up nice and tall and that you're bringing the weight back while also simultaneously making sure you don't go too high. So you want your hands always underneath your shoulders. But before we continue, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
And that's the key when it comes to doing this exercise correctly, is making sure also that your elbows are not excessively bent. If they're too bent, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to load up on the weight, and then you're going to have to bend your elbows, and you're basically doing a row, which is not going to work your rear delt and upper back as much as this exercise. Now, rows obviously are going to work your upper back, but I mean more along the lines of the rear delt. So if you're doing this exercise, you're mainly going to be focusing on your rear delt, so the back of your shoulders, and there's also a different motion. So it's still going to be working generally the same muscles, but your arms are going to be straight. It's almost the reverse of a chest fly. So that's why it's important to do exercises like this, especially for those who are struggling with posture, because it'll definitely help kind of build muscle in those areas and make it so that they stay stronger longer throughout the day and your posture doesn't get worse. Another key thing that I want you guys to do is make sure that you stand up nice and tall with your glutes tight and your abs tight. Because if not, then you're going to start leaning back while you do it, and you don't want to be bending. Your torso should just remain exactly the same as you're doing it. Make sure you're not using a bunch of momentum to use it, and also make sure to move it, and then also make sure that your chin is tucked and that you're looking forward. You don't want to be looking up when you're doing this exercise, because then you're going to place an unnecessary amount of strain on your neck, and it's not going to help you build, bigger shoulders, especially the back of your shoulders. This is an area that most people miss. So you also want to make sure that the tempo that you're doing it is nice and smooth. So notice how I'm taking my time going forward and back. And this is crucial because the more momentum you use, the less muscle you're going to activate in the areas you want. If your body sways a little bit, it's not a big deal, but if you can control it or not. So just make sure you choose the right weight. And then here's some common mistakes. We don't want to be doing half reps. We want to go all the way back, as far back as we can go, and then all the way forward without our hands touching. Don't do half reps at the top either. So just go all the way down. That way you can get a good stretch for this exercise. Also, like I said before, do not bend your elbows excessively. Keep them fairly straight with a slight bend in the elbows. Also, make sure to keep your chin tucked, like I said. That way you don't put any unnecessary stress on your neck. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you're not leaning back while you do it. Stand up nice and tall.